Welcome and thank you for coming on this very warm day. We have a lovely tradition in the Polish Museum of America that we greet our guests who are going to be presenting to us today. And I was downstairs and didn't have that opportunity. So were you all introduced officially to Kathleen Van Ella? Very good, Kathleen. Thank you so much for your cooperation. When Kathleen and I met a few weeks ago, we talked about our similarities, that we both were teenagers during Vatican II. We were actually studying Vatican II in high school as it was happening. And obviously we were both very young women when John Paul II was elevated to the popehood. And now, of course, he is our saint, along with John the 23rd. And also, Mr. McMahon, thank you, Mark, for your short presentation. You do look very much like your father. And I do remember him, the Chicago 7 trial. He was one of the court artists, reporters present, as well as other major events within Chicago. And of course, when the Holy Father came to Chicago and had the Mass at Millennium Park, which obviously is represented here, it was quite a thing. And I think his loss was a great loss. And our sympathies to you and your family on the loss. But I'm glad that many of you are carrying on his tradition. So thank you both very much. We also have another young man that we would like to thank. We have a new friend in Andrew Leith. Andrew, I know you're here. Andrew does have a mother of Polish heritage, right? And you are also the collections manager at the Field Museum. Am I correct with the title? One of the collections manager. I would guess there'd have to be a lot with the treasures at the Field Museum. But Andrew, when called, we had connection with Andrew before through the Polish Museum and the Field Museum. Andrew very graciously accepted to come and help the museum at no charge, gratis, which we're very grateful for. And you were here many hours working with Lisa and Julita, so we're very grateful. We do have a small thank you for you, Andrew. So would you come forward, please? Would you like to say a couple of words? Okay, thank you, Andrew.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to have had an opportunity to work with Lisa and Julita and the really tireless staff here at the Polish Museum. Field Museum really prides ourselves in our collaborative relationships with the museums and community centers throughout the city. We wouldn't be who we are without the buttressing and support of the community. And this is a real treasure to those of us with Polish and Eastern heritage in Chicago. And it's a delight for me to be able to contribute in my own small way. So thank you very much.
Very grateful. Thank you again. What you see here and what you see in the back took a lot of work and a lot of labor of love. And I would like to recognize Lisa Terletsky and Julita Siegel for chairing the renovation. Would you ladies please stand? They are... Lisa has been with the museum, I think, Lisa, probably 14 or 15 years as our graphic designer. Julita has been with us for at least 6 to 7 years. I think you started as a volunteer, right? And now she is our photograph collections curator. But we also had the help of other staff who are not with us today, and I would just like to acknowledge them. Małgorzata Kot is our head librarian. Halina Misterka is our head archivist. Teresa Sromek is our archivist. Kasia Balutowska is our newest hire. She is our development coordinator and registrar. And we're very, very fortunate to have their help. It was a lot of work. It looks very simple and clean, but it took a lot of work. And Christopher Jaworowski from Discovery Builders, who has helped the museum in many projects, also helped us on this project.